Whether you're working on your own videos or you're working on them for clients, you're going to need Foley sound effects. Foley sound effects cover everyday objects, materials, props, and more. Take a look at this scene as an example. The second part is much more realistic, and that's because we've used Foley sound effects to replicate the actions on screen. So how do we do this? Traditionally, you would hire a Foley artist to recreate the movements in your project, but this isn't always possible. Time and budget restraints usually mean you need to keep your expenses and overheads low. But Foley studios are expensive, and Foley artists pricier still. So, you're going to need a high quality alternative until you're raking in the huge clients and the big bucks. Now this would normally mean downloading gigabytes and gigabytes of Foley sound effects. Now while this is a cheaper alternative, it certainly isn't the biggest time saver. You have to search through tons of folders to find the right sound for every movement on screen. Doing this is exhausting. Before you've even realised, you've spent hours on 10 seconds of footage. So what's the alternative to the alternative? How can this be faster? Well, that's where we come in. Krotos Studio is the middle ground between Foley artist and sample library. Rather than searching endlessly for the right sounds, you select a material and perform the sounds in time with your footage. You benefit from all of the high quality that you would expect from a professional sound library, and you also benefit from being able to perform these sounds much like a real Foley artist, and most importantly, you did it all by yourself in a matter of minutes. There are over 300 performable sound effects in Krotos Studio. And you don't need to find the right length and size of every individual file. You just create them on the fly. And once created, you can just drag them to your timeline. It doesn't get any easier than this. So if you're pressed for time and short on budget, why not create all of your Foley sound effects in Krotos Studio? Become your own Foley artist and save yourself hours of manual Foley editing.